Hi, welcome to Zgadgetreview. Before we get started, go ahead and subscribe by hitting the button or the little watermark in the corner. Thank you. It has been discovered that Samsung recently filed a patent for a foldable phone with 3 displays, adding more fuel to the fire that the Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 3 will be a trifold phone. The patent document discovered by Let's Go Digital is a 52-page patent document titled Foldable Electronic Device, including Electronic Pen, the S Pen. Because yes, the patent for this phone includes an S Pen with fast wireless charging. Again, adding more fuel to the rumors that the Galaxy Z Fold 3 is going to have S Pen support. Now, I'm not saying that this is going to be what the Galaxy Z Fold 3 is going to look like, but it clearly shows that Samsung is working on different prototypes for foldable phones. So let's go into what this patent has to offer. So the first thing that we see here with the patent is that the phone will not unfold like a book or magazine. I don't know if that's the form factor that you will go with, that's what I will call it, as the current Galaxy Z Fold does. This shows that if this was what the phone was to look like, it will be a trifold device, but it will have 2 screens on the outside, so it will fold inwards to unfold outwards. So when you fold in, you will have 1 screen on each side, so it will close like this. The phone will be bigger than what it is right now, so it will be a bigger form factor. But you will have 2 screens on the outside, and then when you unfold it, it will unfold into having 3 screens. So it will turn into pretty much a tablet. Now, the S Pen wouldn't be stored in a pocket or hole within the device. It will actually be magnetically attached on the side of the phone. And once you close the phone, the S Pen will stay magnetically attached and go into fast wireless charging mode when the phone was closed. When the phone was open, it will go into regular wireless charging, having the S Pen readily available for you to use at any point. It does bring one concern though. If you have the S Pen attached magnetically to the side, yes, magnets are strong, but you cannot make a magnet so strong that you're going to have difficulty pulling the pen off the phone to use it. I think this will make it very, very easy for you to lose that S Pen at any point. When you open the phone and you weren't paying attention, you could knock it off and lose it in the street or in your home and maybe step on it by mistake. So while it's a pretty cool idea, I will say it's mostly impractical when it comes to real world use. In the patent, they show that you will have 2 selfie cameras on the main display that look like punch hole style cameras. It also says that it's going to have an in-display fingerprint sensor. Samsung will probably use a piezoelectric speaker which hides under the screen, and this will make it so there wouldn't be actual speaker grills on the phone, which leads me to believe that what they're trying to do is a very, very thin device when it comes to this particular foldable phone patent. And in the back, we'll have regular 2 cameras, unlike that thing that they've done with the cameras on the back of the Galaxy S21 and every phone that has come out after that. So it will be a going back to basics when it comes to the camera module. If this was really the way the phone was to be, which I don't think it will, but if it was, I think one of the issues with using the phone once it was closed is that you will always have that gap in the middle between the 2 screens once the phone is closed. No matter how thin, how bezel-less they make it, you will have a noticeable gap. And in practice, most people don't really like that. But at the same time, it will give you the ability of using 2 individual screens if they were able to pull that off at the same time. And if this was to be a device that is meant to be a productivity device, it will be very helpful to have 2 screens at the same time. You could be doing some sort of work on one screen and something else on the other. So if this was the form factor, I will think that that will be mostly the use of it. I don't think that there will be a lot of people that will want to watch a movie in the front screen like this, because then you will have that gap in between or that line in between both screens. As imperceptible as they might make it, you will still be able to see it. But I think the idea will be to use 2 screens at the same time with different tasks. Now, as I said earlier, the rumors are that the Galaxy Z Fold 3 is going to be a trifold style phone and it's going to have S Pen support. Last week was also reported that Samsung is working on a Galaxy Z Fold Tab, which is a foldable tablet within that tab line, tab standing for tablet, pretty clever naming. This could actually be, I will say, probably more related to that device than the Galaxy Z Fold 3. But I guess because the patent says that it's a foldable phone, that's probably why Galaxy Z Fold 3 is related to that rumor. But this to me looks more like a tablet than a phone, especially for the form factor. If you have it like this, and when it's closed, it's the size of what the Galaxy Z Fold is right now. When you open it, it's only going to get bigger and it will grow to the size of a tablet. Now, obviously, this patent doesn't mean that this is what the Galaxy Z Fold 3 is going to look like. What this means is that some of the things that they are putting in this patent, in this proof of concept, let's say, is probably going to make it to other devices, namely the Galaxy Z Fold 3. Maybe this is the way the Galaxy Z Fold 3 is going to use the S Pen to keep the thin form factor and being able to have the S Pen support that the device is supposed to have. So while it's cool to see this patent, this doesn't mean that this is going to be an actual device. Again, it just means that this patent is probably going to carry some of these things to future devices like the Galaxy Z Fold 3, maybe even the Galaxy Z Fold Tab. So if we see any of these things when the devices are announced, we'll know where it came from. What do you think about this latest Samsung foldable device patent? Is there anything there that you would like to see implemented on other devices? Or let's say the Galaxy Z Fold 3, for example. Let me know in the comment section. That's it for me. Go ahead and subscribe, give us a thumbs up, it really helps the channel. Go ahead and hit that bell so you can be alerted every time we have new videos. And thank you very much for watching. Adding more fuel to the fire.